Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we are here and we are weeding our courgettes with our new machine. So, very nice day. Courgettes are growing pretty well. Philip's out helping me check them. You can see it's very dusty. But yeah, we've got our new machine, so I'm going to show you a bit about that. And how hopefully it's going to save us some money and also do a better job of growing our courgettes. So we've got Adam here today. We are weeding with our new weeder. So we've got the John Deere 6120M. And he's got the new weeder on the back. These are courgettes, organic courgettes. These were drilled 3 weeks ago in seeds. They're now all, you can see that size. And this new machine, it's Spapperi, and it passes got those rotors which spin around and it's weeding in between the actual courgettes. So you can see there, we can actually pass into row with a tractor and tying machine up and down the rows. This is actually going in between the individual courgette plants. In between here, it's taking out all the weeds. You can see there, that weed's been ripped out, that weed's been pulled out. So those weeds are now going to die. Previously, we'd have to come with the guys and hoe, so manually weed, but this machine now is hopefully going to save us a lot of time and also help us save some money. It's the most expensive thing about an organic crop is keeping the weeds out. There is no sprays or chemicals you can use, only natural or cultural controls they're called. So this field here is about about 4.5 acres. It'd probably take 10 people around about a day and a bit to hoe all this by hand if they were just doing the middle, and that would be if it's like it is here. So the weeds, you can see here, the weeds aren't that big yet and they're just passing. It's quite soft ground, so they get through this quite quickly. However, if we get a bit behind or if other jobs crop up and the weeds get a bit bigger and the ground's harder, suddenly they can take 2 days or 2.5 days to hoe all this. Sometimes even longer if the weeds get bigger and they can't be pulled out just with their hoe. So it's quite important that we're trying to find ways to improve and be more efficient. So this new machine here is hopefully going to do that. This machine just needs a driver and 2 people on the back, and they're going to do, it's only it's the second day we've been using it, but they're doing about between 8 and 10 verges a day, so about 4 or 5 acres, and that's for 3 people. And it's also easy for the guys, rather than hoeing, they're just controlling it with 2 little levers on the back. You can see, very simple. On the bottom is those 2 rotors. They spin around, they're hydraulically driven. Hydraulically means by oil. And these 2 levers here, they control this ram, which is then linked to moving that rotor in and out. So you can see there, they're moving those handles in and out, and the rotors are going in and out, and they're going in between each plant. You can see there, you can watch them go along. The boys doing a brilliant job. It takes a bit of getting used to, moving it in and out, but they're sussing it out really well now. A few gaps there with a bit of poor emergence. Other than that, they're all you can see there the weeds are all growing, and when it's been through, it's ripping out. You can see that's what you want to see. All the roots exposed, you can see there. So that weed is now dead, and all that, look, it's all being pulled up. So hopefully, get a bit of rain over the next few days. All of these courgettes are going to grow really well and be weed free. So hopefully this new machine is going to do a really good job and keep our courgettes in better order. This is in the John Deere 5115M. We're just passing into row cultivation between the courgettes. You can see here, the machine goes past, just going along. There's tines on the front, knife rollers on the back, and it's just helping take out all of the weeds that are growing in between, interrow between the courgettes. As you can see here, the courgettes are all in these rows along here. These are all organics. We have no ways of mean control other than conventional, or like cultivating them, like he's doing there. It's just folding the machine up, and he's just finished. We've also been busy reworking our potatoes too, so I'll show you a clip of that. But so it's really important, these organic crops, you can see there, just ripped out all those little weeds, and that's now going to die. Then we've got to come through and pass in between each courgette plant. So the guys are doing that now. Got a few of them here, just hoeing in between each one. We've also got a new machine as well coming, which we're going to have 2 guys in the back, and they'll automatically control an arm which is going to take out all the weeds between. But yeah, they've all emerged quite well, these courgettes actually, and hopefully got a few showers due next week, so they should start growing well. So moving on to this is the reworking of our potatoes. I can't remember if we've shown this before, but basically what happens is once we plant our Jersey raw potatoes, roughly about 4 to 6 weeks later, just depends on the time of the year. Early on it's probably sometimes 6, even 7 or 8 weeks, but this time of year it can be as quick as 4 weeks after planting. We go through and we re-ridge the potatoes. That's very simply, you can see on this machine here, it's got some scarifier tines. It loosens up the soil between the rows of the potatoes, and there's a set of discs behind, and they put some more ground on the sides of the potatoes. This is just so that 2 things, it acts a bit of a natural weed control, so it helps to kill any little weeds that are starting to grow, because the ground is, the ground covers back over the little weeds, so that stops them from photosynthesizing, they don't die, and it also helps to reduce green potatoes. So when the potatoes are growing underneath the plant, this just helps to reduce any chance of the new potatoes that are growing under the plant getting in any exposure from the sun. If the sun hits the potatoes that are growing underneath the soil, they then go green, and green ones are no good to us. We have to throw all the green ones out, so this helps to reduce the chance of that. So as you can see, it's the John Deere 5115M again. Homemade frame, I say homemade, built by Will, does all our fabrication work, and then we buy the scarifier tines, the little knife rollers, and also the discs, which then get put onto the machine. Quite a simple machine, but it does a great job, and it's an important one that we have to carry out. We're just out walking the grazing fields. Do this once a week, usually on a Sunday evening, and I go around and just plan where the milking cows are going to be grazing for the week ahead. Grass growth is slowing up a lot. You can see behind me, this has got some quite nice fresh growth, but other paddocks are drying up a lot. We haven't had much rain in the last really month or so really. Desperate for quite a bit. We've been having little showers, we had a few mil here and there, but grass at this time of year needs quite a lot to keep it going. And we're on quite light soils here, so it does mean sometimes we can get out and have quite extended grazing seasons. We can graze early on in the year, sometimes as early as early Feb we can start grazing. We can also graze quite late into the year, but it does mean that in the summertime we dry out quite quickly. So currently grass growth has slowed right up. Fingers crossed we got some quite heavy showers due tonight, tomorrow and Tuesday, which will hopefully pick all the grass up. I'll get some fertiliser applied on here and all the different grazing paddocks to try and give a bit of a boost. We've also got another 20 acres due to come in after potato crop. So that's all been sown and is growing nicely. Another couple of weeks or 3 weeks time, we should have that added into the grazing paddocks as well. So we should have plenty of grass late summer going into the autumn, which is always good. But yeah, so we're starting to struggle a bit. We've got plenty of silage and maize silage left, so we can buffer feed them at night. And worst case scenario, we can always put trailers in the field as well. We've got feed trailers, so we can still put them out, but just add them a bit of feed so they've got plenty of food to eat. So yeah, that's about it for today. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you are enjoying it, please don't forget, tap the like button, click subscribe. If you tap the little bell, you'll be notified of all our videos we put up every Wednesday and Sunday evening. Thanks for watching.